Hello there, this is 12 tips for better sweep picking part 2. So I made a part 1 of this lesson which you really should go through if you haven't already done. And then this is just an extension of the information I talked about. So I gave a big list of things to think about, which I'm not going to go through again. I'm going to get stuck into some examples here of the arpeggios I was doing previously, but we have hammer-ons and pull-offs to deal with now. So here's our first example. And what you'll notice now is I've added another A note to the arpeggio, the octave. So this arpeggio becomes bigger and stretchy and it sounds cooler. So the initial arpeggio I taught you was this little tiny A minor one. All we're doing now is you go to the 17th fret of the high E string and add that note. Now for this example for the minute, we're picking every single note. So the pick motions will be this, down, down, down. This 17 will become an upstroke. This 12 will become a downstroke, and then you're back into sweeping with up, up. And then the way I've put this example is as soon as you finish that upstroke in the 14th fret of the G string, you go back into sweep mode this way with a downstroke there in 13 of the B and a downstroke on 12 of the high E. Okay, so just make sure you look at the tab closely to see how you restart the pattern each time if you're going to repeat it over and over, which you really need to practice it. So let me do it a little bit for you here, and I'm going to vary the speeds. Okay, so we're doing the same example, but we're not going to be picking this new note to the arpeggio now. We're going to hammer onto it and immediately pull off. So I suppose it's a little tiny trill in a way. Now, all the previous stuff I said really applies, especially keep the pick moving, because there's going to be an instance here where we are not picking this note. So we're not making contact with that high E string for a little second, but hopefully you're going to see here the picking hand should behave in the exact same way as the previous example where you did pick everything. So let me go through that so that makes sense practically. So I'll keep it on the neck pick up there just to make it a bit smoother for you. So when I'm doing that hammer on, just a quick hammer on and pull off, what I suggest is you're not picking this note or that note again. Okay, so as soon as you've picked the 12 and the high E once, that's the work done for picking on that string. But you're going to want to start to pull the pick back to get this 13th fret on the B string to keep this constantly moving without hesitation. Okay, so that pick never stops, even during the time it's not making contact with the strings. That's very important. Now I'll do the other example I did in the previous video, a C major arpeggio, and we're going to add another note to it just to make it a bit cooler sounding and similar to the A minor arpeggio. So this is how it sounds. So it's 12 on the G, 13 on the B, 12 on the high E, and then we're adding 15 on the high E. So the picking motion should be down, 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 and this new note's going to be an upstroke. Then this note will be a downstroke, and then back into your sweeps, up, up. And then check the tab to see how you restart the pattern. Now this is the example where we're picking all the notes, okay? So you're picking everything there, but you're keeping the pick moving constantly, and all the other things still apply. So one more thing for now then, we're going to make this new note a hammer-on and pull-off, just like the little trill we did in the A minor arpeggio. This might be a bit more manageable stretch-wise for you. There's no real need for me to go over the points again because it's the exact same. So what I'll do is demonstrate it and I'll vary the speed again, okay?